Hello guys, welcome to the channel 45473. Hello, welcome to the right. Okay, right. What are you doing this for? Right, I thought it'd be cool. Hello, welcome to the channel. I thought it'd be cool if you could see my history. This is a quick idea, right? The best revenge for the people who insult you. Yeah. History. Right. So we've got shorts, the bear, big bear. That's a big bear. Granada story for Granada Mark 2 3 litre GL Auto. That's mine. What a good looking car that is. Genesis Invisible Touch. Wonderful album. Tonight remastered. Genesis, Dreaming While You Sleep. Domino, Dreaming While You Sleep. Fairy Lights. Translog Splitting. Welcome to the Danger Zone. I do watch my own videos. Obviously I have to sort of check. I don't watch them all, but I kind of watch a bit of them. It's actually a bit weird watching your own video, because you're watching, it's like a new thing where I'm because obviously my videos are pretty much everything that I do, so I get to look back on what I was doing. But I haven't watched it all. There's Kirkentella Sausages Break Phone. It's Martin. Children Don't Respect or Ignore Them. That was philosophy, Zen philosophy. I watch that sort of thing. Yeah, it does help you try to ground you, to stop you from getting carried away with negative emotions. Try and do things right. My friend, he does things right. He's much better than I am. I've maybe learned off him, but try to avoid getting into negative pathways, you know. Like revenge is one. But you should protect yourself, and you if you have to, in the course of protecting yourself, you're going to do somebody else damage, i.e., I don't actually mean physical damage, but some kind of damage, and that's fair if you're trying to protect your own position if they're attacking you. So the thing about the children was basically it was about not own it. You don't own your children. You know, they don't owe you anything. I'm just trying to think of the word, I've forgotten it. The word when you I forgot the word. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, but it's really about, and this applies to relationships as well. You know, you're free to leave. You know, love is unconditional. It's about owning control. Sorry, that's the word. So you say, like, you're disappointing your children because they don't do what you expect them or want them to do, and you're trying to control them. So basically, you, as a parent, you give them life and you did your best, and it's not so that you can control them. So I actually had a good chat with my daughter tonight. Probably not long after I watched that video. So it must have made me think about it. And there's Shug the Horny Haggis. I watch his videos normally. He was showing us around the town where he lives in Germany. Western Civilization. Oh, that's me. That's one of my videos. I was watching about the plane crash in Kazakhstan. Well, it's not really a crash, is it? Well, it is a crash, but it's a shooting down of a plane. Welcome to the Danger Zone. Genesis. Some of them come up here. I haven't even watched that, but I maybe just clicked on it or something. Stop toxic people in their tracks. Navy SEAL wisdom. Genesis again. Genesis. So I haven't watched this one, for example. I maybe clicked on it a wee bit. I think I will watch it again. This was a quick way to detect if somebody's a narcissist. So like Heather's numpty neighbour next door is has a narcissistic personality disorder, and I still sort of obliged him, but I was being a decent person and I was helping him. So why didn't I just stop it right away? Well, the first thing he told me was his house was worth £500,000, and that was a warning sign. So there's a piece of gameplay going on there. There's a reason why he told me his house is worth £500,000. So on the one hand, it's rude, it's stupid, it's pointless. It's none of my business how much his house is worth. But there was a game going on there. So I should have known right away he was a narcissist. So he went on to get the better of me 2 or 3 times after that. But then I was still trying to be a decent person. So I think you've got to give them a bit of a chance. You could be wrong. Maybe you're over analysing things. They're maybe not a narcissist. It's just you that you're just over touchy, oversensitive. So I found out now that he's a complete narcissist. So I've given him a chance. So now what I've got to do is just keep away and love him. It's his problem. Heather's numpty neighbour next door. He'll have to face the music at some point, as everybody does. So don't go for revenge, but protect yourself. If if somebody's doing bad things to you, you've got a right to protect yourself. But don't go arbitrarily just attacking people for no reason if it's not going to serve any purpose, right? Section 73, that's Martin, yeah. It's some bottle, that guy, yeah. This one, I quite like this. I watched this, the type of style of it. The guy's sort of walking through the woods, and I was watching it, I think it was yesterday morning, I was watching it wishing I was there. Walking in the woods, talking. I like walking in woods and things, yeah. It's always getting the time to go. There's a really good walk here up at Socky, Gartnerarm Dam. I like going around there because it's quite a decent walk. It takes an hour or so, around 5 minutes to walk around it. I quite like that because it's a good bit of exercise. So I'm going to try and get up there. But he's talking about the Great Awakening, and I don't know. Well, are you ready for the Great Awakening? This video explains the transformative shift reshaping lives across the globe. I don't think there's a Great Awakening. I think they don't give a flying fuck what you and your pals think, or me, or anyone. Right, update on Azerbaijan crash. And then Vangelis, I like Vangelis a lot. Genesis, that's my favourite album of all time. Lamb on Broadway. I must rest here a moment. Don't know what that one is. I won't spend too much time. Is that music? Spiritual Brother? I think it is. Revenge or Not? That's when a guy was telling me and all these other viewers, Christopher Woodman, about revenge. And it's not a good idea to do it. Sibling difficulties. So I went and commented that my siblings speak to each other but not me. You've got to watch. You don't want to come across too bitter. So they might go, hey, 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 if they read that comment. So maybe sometimes it's better not to. But then it is truthful and you are sharing your situation. This guy, Outdoors LLC. Great if you want to find out how to survive. He's in America. A lot of really good advice about how to conduct yourself. This one was a weird one. This is in America. There was 5 young people? 5, yeah. The one that survived, so they went to go into this underwater cave where you jump in and swim underwater and then come out into a cavern or something. You swim in and then you come back up again. So you have to go underwater to go into it and then come back up again. So Joseph Ferguson decided. Now, weirdly, I don't know what part of America it is, but most of them have got Scottish names. McDonald, Ferguson. I think the other one's are Scottish as well. So that tells you something about the type of people that landed up living in their part of the US. Anyway, never mind. Let's not start going on about the Ulster Scots, because I had an argument on Facebook about that tonight. Americans seem to be largely ignorant of the British Isles, you know, and the political side of things. I think they're sort of pro-Irish in America, which is an anti-British thing. But anyway, right. So Joseph Ferguson bottled out and decided he didn't want to go in. So he was the only one that survived. The four of them drowned. So they swam into this. Now, the theory you can swim underwater is fine. You swim along, go up into this cavern. But the problem is there wasn't decent oxygen in it. So they had to swim back out again. So they were swimming in with decent oxygen. And once they got in there, they got into the I don't know if it's right calling it a cavern, I'm not sure. So they must have decided to get back out again. And then one of them, the passage was only wide enough for one person at a time. And the first one all drowned. So the other three couldn't get through, they all drowned, the four of them died. Tragic. Tragic, stupid as well, yeah, but they are dead, apart from Joseph Ferguson, who was clever. Dogs, animal document, unlike you've seen before. I don't actually remember watching that much. I must have just clicked on it. This one I watched, the 3 litre Capri Gia. Why did the Capri fall from grace? The story of the Ford Capri. That's a 3 litre Gia Auto. It's a 3 litre V6 Essex. Nice car, lovely interior. I always liked the interior in the 3 litre Gia. And I remember part of the video he pointed out that it was like £1,000 more expensive for the Gia than it was the 3 litre S. I mean, Ford range back in the day, you had such a huge choice. Their own models sort of overlapped, so the Capri could compete with a Cortina and a Granada and the Escort. You know, and like you could get, say, like a top of the range Cortina would cost more than the bottom of the range Granada. So you decided what you wanted. Did you want like, you know, the bigger saloon, the bigger car, maybe more room, or did you want the top range? So Granada was a better car than Cortina. Capri, so you could have like a, you know, you could have a 2 litre Capri Gia or a 3 litre Capri Gia. Lovely car that, yeah, I really like that. The roads you would never want to drive on and watch that. I mean, that's interesting as anything, that. And the Capri, yeah. Right, Scottish independence is no more. See this guy, I don't really like him very much. I kind of got pissed off with him. They're really arrogant bastards, right? But because they've got a common goal, like I'm not in the, you know, I'm a anti-nat, you know, so it's a common goal, I suppose. But some of these political type people are miserable fucks, you know. The only time they smile, like him there, that's Silver Fox. You know, right. I sort of agree with everything he says, but I don't really like him. I don't think he'd have much time for me, obviously. They're just a bit bitter. So they're not really liberals, are they? I think they're sort of right wing. Like, probably the description would be far right, but I don't like using that description. We will live forever, clinically dead. Horrors of becoming lost. There's Martin. Kirkentillix breaks phone. Called at reception, Craig for Stirling. That was the building we went in and went up it, upstairs. Call me Dave. Flynn Numpty, Stirling. Net zero nonsense. Bizarre. This is the first video I watched about the crash. Oh, it couldn't have been, because there's the first one there. There's footage of inside the plane, which is always, I mean, the people that filmed that are probably dead. I mean, they're in the plane and the fucking thing's all shot to bits, shrapnel and all sorts. Jethro Tull, that's from Street Video Reviewer. Genesis. You see, I like Genesis, don't you? I was starting to... Sometimes you can... If you watch things like this, it can kind of get you away from your problems. The universe and stuff and planets, and can make you realise just how insignificant the things that are really bothering you are. This is my Timothy Treadwell's phase. Grizzly Man, Timothy Treadwell. I still am fascinated by that. Partly because it was the early the sort of things that I'm doing with filming. Well, I'm not going to hang around with grizzly bears, but just the sort of filming he was doing with the camcorder. And one thing that tickled me about him was when he first went to Alaska to where the bears were. He had a pretty shit camera, and he went and got the best images of the bears and the best experience than all the people with the fancy cameras, long range cameras, because he went right up to them and fucking sat right next to them, which is weird. But then that's how he got started on it, and of course people invested money in him. Visited Scotland's most depressing town. It turns out it was Alloa. Not a bad town really. Jimmy Savile, it interests me as well. I don't know why. I think that obviously without a doubt he was a sexual predator. Personally, I'm slightly cynical about the kind of when people start losing their shit and saying that he did this, that, and other, and I don't really know that. You need evidence, And the problem is with somebody like him, as people come along and make accusations, then a whole load of accusations turn up. Are they all genuine? So I reckon that he was a creep. I never really liked him much. He's one of the few celebrities I've actually met, which is weird. I didn't meet him as such, but he walked past me in Fort William when I was 10. I used to go up to Fort William every year. I think Jimmy Savile did, yeah. He had a cottage in Glencoe. So I think personally a lot of it was overblown and overdone. I think there's a witch finding mentality goes on with people. But I don't want to say that to demean anybody's experience or to undermine anybody's horrific experience that I had with that man, So I'm not totally sure about it. I think he was definitely a predator. But part of it is also because he never got married and had children, or didn't even appear to even try and have a heteronormative, normal life. So if you're not doing that, I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm living on my own. I don't have a wife or a husband, or either way around, whatever way you look at it. I think that the heteronormative ideal is still entrenched in society, and it's for the best for women. Actually, it's to protect women, but I think so. There's a lot of that is overblown, I think. But he was smart. I mean, if you watch his getting interviewed, he was on the ball when it came to answering questions and things, and he used to use techniques to chuck the accusations back at people. But yeah, probably quite an unsavoury character. But I don't really know what happened because I wasn't there. But he never actually. I don't think. Obviously he died. He didn't actually get prosecuted for anything. And you think, well, why didn't they prosecute him? Because it was a cover up. But you could also argue that, they didn't have that much evidence, So, I'm just still a wee bit. But the problem is, if you say things like what I've just said, you can get people accusing you of being some kind of weirdo or something, because you're not joining in the witch hunt, So I think that's enough of that. Murder case, I don't know what that was about. Dr. Grandy. I like watching Dr. Grandy. Jimmy Savile. Back to the bear attacks. I mean, if you're going to go anywhere near bears, take a fucking gun with you and some bear spray. Or 2 guns. Jeff buys cars. I haven't watched him for a while. That's the reason to stop worrying. You are here, and there's a universe and all that shit. Called at reception. George Carlin. I think we'll call it a day then. We'll quickly zoom right down them. I'm not going to say what they are, you can just look at them. Astra GTE, doing the go around. Homeless, car camping. I'm interested in car camping. I like travelling, and I like... I just never seem to get much chance to do it, but I really have a sort of urge to do that, and I'll have to try and do it more. Vangelis, Nuclear Winter. There's a Zen stuff, that's me trying to get wisdom. There's Timothy Treadwell, Jimmy Savile, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So when I got into looking at The Shining, the interview scene, you know, Oliver Reed, yeah, I'll end up looking at Oliver Reed, try to find out a bit about him. Because I remember him, he was, you know, when I was young, watching him in the films and stuff. Killed a Man with a Punch, Porsche 911. Right, so I should end it at my favourite video. We'll end it at my favourite video. Clutch Trucker. I like Clutch Trucker. You know, I'll sort of try and catch up with his videos. Clutch Trucker. Neil Oliver, I went in a huff with him. Yeah, we'll go on about this some other time. Right, let's go. That's enough. T4 Lovers. There's another one that I like watching. Well, I kind of like him. I've subscribed to people that I kind of like, and I might not even watch all their videos, but I do like them. So I'm sort of supporting them. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is another one that I like. Although I don't really watch his videos that much, but I like him. So...
We chose this life in the rainforest away from it all, and while it is so beautiful living so closely to nature, it can be isolating.
Not me. Hi. I am one of them, and just belong. Mm-hmm. And they know I'm safe, and do not compete. You know, he tried to be a bear. He tried to act like a bear, and for us, with the love and devotion in my heart for this work and for these animals, and for something I just know is right. I just know it's good. I know what I'm doing is good.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I wanted a sex change.
I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. But there are times when my life is on the precipice of death.
Hate people on the bears, and to hopefully be able to make his own show. He filmed footage and narrated what he was saying, as well as spoke to the camera. And one of the things that he reiterated to the camera was that he could die out there.
Probably a good chance this year that I'm actually going to die, or something. And if I do, well, I do it with the love and devotion in my heart for this work and for these animals, and for something I just know is right. I just know it's good. I know what I'm doing is good. Be warned. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. I will die.
Right, yeah.
Die for these animals. But there are times when my life is on the precipice of death, and that these bears can bite. They can kill. If I am weak, I go down. I love them with all my heart. I will protect them. I will die for them.
But year after year,
with the love and devotion in my heart for this work and for these animals, and
we're going to end
something
it.
I just know is right. I just know it's good. I know what I'm doing is good. Be warned. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. But there are times.
I think he reminds me of me. I'll be honest
with you. I know what I'm doing is good. Be warned. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals. I will die for these animals.
You know, so I think delusional, slightly mad. He reminds me of me. I think that's what it is, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Right, so thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Stay away from bears. And we'll get you on the next video. Bye!